Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome to HobbyKing.com. Stuart here with a daily on a very nice ARF from HobbyKing. This is our new Waco biplane. Now Waco or Waco, the name I'm not 100% sure. Maybe you could let me know below the comments on this. I'm very happy to be corrected. What I am 100% sure on is that this ARF from HobbyKing is really nice indeed. It's super lightweight, beautifully constructed, and being an ARF comes pretty much pre-finished like this. So there is of course some assembly needed. This is for a 3-cell 3000 milliamp hour LiPo, and it's for a 40 amp speed controller, and you're looking at something from say around the 36 mark, like a 3648, around 900 kV motor for this model. And then other than that, in terms of electronics, you'll just want your servos, which are anything between 9 and 16 grams for the ailerons, elevator, rudder, and then of course the throttle is the ESC. So basic 4-channel this model will operate on. Now the model itself in terms of construction, let me take the fuselage off the cake stand because it keeps turning and that's really annoying. Again, super lightweight. Really pleased with how this has turned out. You can see this is with the hatch removed, of course, magnetically held hatched. Gives you very generous access to your electronics and especially your battery when you're down at the field. You can see just how nicely this has been constructed. And the finish as well, this is how it comes out of the box, all pre-applied. If I turn to the bulkhead here, you may wonder where the motor mount is, and here it is. This is a slot-on type that you'll then glue in place, but what it means is before it's on the fuselage you can drill it out for your X-mount for your motor with ease. So lots of nicely considered detail in the assembly side of the model. Then of course your speed controller and some other electronics can go behind the main bulkhead there. And then of course with the fuselage, finishing off with a nicely made glass fibre pre-painted fiberglass cowl, and that just pops on the front with locating pegs. Again, beautifully matched in terms of finish. You can see that it's actually very good indeed. And then the final part on the fuselage is the canopy that comes pre-cut. Then of course you have the undercarriage. Now with this there is underneath the covering here a slot that you remove the covering, and then the undercarriage itself in a relatively scout position just slots through there, and then you bolt it in place to the main fuselage. Now if I put the fuselage down, we'll move on to the tail feathers very quickly. As I said, it's pretty much just a basic ARF, but nicely made to boot. This is the horizontal surface. These are not pre-hinged, that they are pre-slotted. You will need to glue the Sino type hinges on yourself. That's the elevator, and then of course there's the vertical stab and rudder. And then we've got these wonderful wing panels. Again, if I hold it up, you can see very nicely made and super lightweight. You get a spar, of course, that will run through the entire length of the fuselage and wing just to take the load. Now, the Waco, or the Waco, was a golden era American biplane, and it's certainly represented very well in this HobbyKing model. Of course, the only other things you would need, and they are included, are the interwing struts, and then a nice bag of accessories. And to finish it off, of course, you've got the wheels and glass fibre spats to cover them. So all in all, a beautiful rendition of the Waco and or Waco. Beautifully finished, goes together relatively easily. Goes together relatively easily. We assume that you have some previous experience of ARS when assembling this model, and with that knowledge you'll have no trouble at all putting together this 1300mm ARF from HobbyKing. So look for this on the new items page. It's a gem. Really impressed with how lightweight this is. I think you will be too. It's a great flyer on 3S, and that lightweight again really helping out with this model. There's an old saying that balsa flies better. The reason being it's just so much lighter. So check out this new biplane on the new items page right now, and I'll see you next time.